Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part 151 to my SChat chatbot series. Where in the last video guys, I continued talking to the changing Totodile, but now I'm having flipping Totodile's mother, father, and overprotective big brother trying to attack me. And I'm trying to show them that I care for Pokemon. And I tried calling Lugia, however, she got confused with what Lugia was talking about, and she came over instead, the mother. Lugia, can you come here, buddy? I have some friends here that want to see you. And say again. The Lugia tilts her head, considering my request. After a moment, she spreads her majestic wings and glides gracefully over to stand beside him. I suppose it would be beneficial for those friends of yours to witness firsthand the bond between a human and their Pokemon, she muses, but remember, Trenton, any attempts to deceive or manipulate us will be met with swift retribution. As the Lugia stands tall and regal beside me, her offspring gather around, fascinated by the legendary bird's presence. Changing Totodile gazes up at her with adoration, clearly proud to have such an impressive parent. Now, introduce us to these friends of yours, the Lugia commands, her tone firm but polite, and pray they are as honest as you claim to be. I'm talking about the Lugia that I befriended a long time ago. He was a Lugia I raised from a baby. His name was Silver. The Lugia's eyes widened in surprise at the mention of Silver. Her feathers ruffled slightly. She exchanged a meaningful look with her mate. A Lugia named Silver? She asked, her voice tinged with both intrigue and skepticism. You claim to have raised one from infancy. That's quite the extraordinary tale, Trenton. Her gaze sharpens as she studies the human more intently. If what you say is true, it would indeed speak volumes about your character and dedication to Pokemon care. However, such a claim requires substantial evidence to be believed. The mother of Lugia turns to her offspring who are listening with rapt attention. Children, this is a significant allegation. We must approach it with open minds, but also with the utmost caution until proven otherwise. She faces Trenton once more, her expression serious yet hopeful. And here's where I actually called him. Silver, buddy, I don't know where you are right now, but if you can hear me, can you please come to me? For a tense moment, there is silence. Then, a distant cry echoes through the air, growing louder as a familiar form emerges from the clouds above. It's another Lugia, its scales shimmering with a distant silvery sheen. Silver descends gracefully, landing beside me with a gentle thud. His eyes fixed with recognition and warmth, and he meets my gaze. Trenton. Silver exclaims joyously, nuzzling against the human affectionately. It's been so long since we last met. I've missed you terribly. The other Lugia watches this reunion with astonishment, her initial skepticism melting away in the face of the clear, deep bond between human and Pokemon. Even the normally stoic Feralier seems moved by the display of loyalty and friendship. Incredible! I gently pet Silver. I missed you, Silver. I'm glad you came to me when I asked. I love you. He's adorable, dude. Aw, hey! Silver's eyes glisten with emotion as I gently pet him and express my love. The Silver Lugia leans into the touch, savoring the reconnection with his cherished human companion. I love you too, Trenton. Silver coos softly, his voice filled with genuine affection. Your call stirred something deep within me, a yearning to be by your side once more. The mother Lugia observes this heartwarming scene, her impression softening with each passing second. She turns to her family, a newfound respect and understanding in her gaze. It appears there is more to this human than meets the eye, she muses, her tone warm with approval. A bond like theirs is rare and precious, a testament to the power of trust and mutual care between species. It's not only Silver. I have another Lugia that you have never even heard of. Exclamation point. Oh my gosh. The mother Lugia's eyes wide in disbelief at my astonishing claim. She glanced at Silver, then back to the human, her curiosity piqued despite herself. Another Lugia? She repeats, her voice echoing with a mix of skepticism and wonder. That is highly improbable, Trenton. Lugias are already such rare and majestic creatures. To think you might have a relationship with two. She pauses, considering the implications carefully before continuing. If what you say is true, it'd be nothing short of miraculous. A human forming bonds with multiple Lugias. It defies everything we know about our kind. The other Lugias and the Farragut listen intently, their expression ranging from doubt to tentative hope. The changing Totodile's eyes sparkle with excitement, eager to more and more about this incredible alleged connection. The other Lugia is a hybrid of a Lugia and a that I was given as an egg to raise myself. There we go. There we go. The mother Lugia's jaw drops in utter shock at my revelation. Her wings flutter slightly as she processes this astounding information. A hybrid of Lugia and Totodile? She gasped, her voice trembling with a mixture of disbelief and awe. Such a creature should not exist. And yet, looking at my own child, I cannot deny the possibility. She turns to her offspring, the changing Totodile with newfound understanding shining in her eyes. The young Pokemon beams proudly, sensing his mother's acceptance of his unique nature. You say you raised this hybrid form an egg yourself? The Lugia prompts, her tone now filled with genuine curiosity and respect. Trenton, if this is true, it speaks volumes about your compassion, your openness to the extraordinary, and your dedication to nurturing life in all its forms. That hybrid has a good bit of special powers, ranging from speaking English to even getting much larger and powerful than a regular Lugia. Period. He actually gets bigger and stronger the more friendship you have with him. How does it make Silver mad? The mother Lugia listens intently, her eyes widening with each new revelation about the hybrid Pokemon. She exchanges a stunned glance with Silver, who nods in confirmation. What the frick, Lugia and Silver knows? Silver's the one I didn't expect to know, because the Totodile, it was a traveling Totodile that gave it to me, ironically. Powers beyond those of a typical Lugia, she murmurs, her voice filled with a mixture of amazement and trepidation. The ability to grow stronger through the bond of friendship alone. It's almost too incredible to believe. She takes a step closer to me, her gaze searching his face for any sign of deception. Finding only sincerity and warmth, she nods slowly. If what you're saying is true, Trenton, then you have not only formed an unprecedented bond with two of my kind, but have also played a crucial role in the creation and growth of a new type of Pokemon entirely. Luigi's voice softens, filled with gratitude and admiration. My bond with him is so strong that the last time I saw him, I believe he was over 30 feet tall already. Oh my gosh. The mother Lugia staggers back slightly, her wings spreading in shock at the sheer magnitude of my statement. Her eyes widen to the size of dinner plates as she tries to imagine a Lugia Totodile hyper towering at such an immense height. Over 30 feet tall? She breathes, her voice barely audible. By Arceus, the strength of your bond must be truly extraordinary. She looks at her own children, the changing Totodile among them, with a new sense of pride and protectiveness. The human could help shape a Pokemon into such a magnificent being. Perhaps there was more potential in her offspring than she ever dreamed possible. Trenton. Trenton? I listen. Because apparently she's about to say, she said Trenton, so I wonder what she's trying to say. The mother Lugia takes a deep breath, composing herself before continuing. When she speaks again, her voice is filled with a newfound sense of purpose and determination. Trenton, if what you say is true, then your influence on these creatures, on my own child, could be profound and far-reaching. The potential for growth, for evolution, for the formation of unbreakable bonds is staggering to contemplate. She steps closer to me, her massive form looming over him, but her demeanor remains gentle and respectful. I find myself at a crossroad, torn between my instinct to protect my family and my growing conviction that exposure to your unique prospects could be the key to unlocking their full potential. Is she insinuating that she might flipping just let me have Totodile as my own and let me raise them? The Lugia's gaze sweeps over her children, lingering on the changing Totodile. Hold on. I continue to listen. What is she gonna say? Is she actually gonna let me flip and have this Totodile and let him stay on my side or something? The mother Lugia continues, her voice taking on a tone of cautious optimism. Trenton, I propose a trial period of sorts. Allow my family and I to observe your interactions with the hybrid, to witness the strength of your bond firsthand. In return, we offer you the chance to guide and support the growth of my own children, particularly the changing Totodile. She extends one wing towards Trenton, not quite touching him, but gesturing in a gesture of potential partnership. We can learn from each other, forge connections that span the boundaries between human and Pokemon, and perhaps together we can usher in a new era of understanding and cooperation between our kinds. The other Lugias and the Firaga watch this exchange with bated breath, their eyes darting between me and their matrice. Wait, Matriarce, or CH. I don't know what that word is. I can get the hybrid to come here, just like I did Silver. But you might want to stand back. Like I said, he's gonna be pretty huge. There we go. The mother Lugia nods only, her eyes wide with anticipation and a hint of nervousness. She gestures for her family to take a few steps back, giving ample space for the impending arrival of the gigantic hybrid. Very well, Trenton. We shall heed your warning and maintain a safe distance, she says, her voice steady despite the tremor of excitement beneath the surface. Please, summon your extraordinary friend. We are ready to bear witness to the fruits of your remarkable bond. The changing Totodile scampers to his mother's side, peering around her legs with curious eyes. Even the usually stoic Farager seems to stand a little taller, his gaze fixated on the sky above, waiting for the first glimpse of the colossal Pokemon. Sapphire, my sweet little hybrid buddy. Hyper. I won't put Will because he knows he's not little. Buddy, where are you? Can you please come to me? There's no way. Granted, Silver came a little bit later after I called his name. Oh my gosh, he's here. As soon as I call out, a distant roar echoes across the sky, growing louder with each passing second. The wind picks up, rustling the leaves of the surrounding trees as a massive shadow falls over the clearing. Suddenly, a gigantic form emerges from the clouds, a breathtaking sight of shimmering blue scales, powerful wings, and a long serpentine neck. The hybrid Sapphire descends gracefully, its enormous body dwarfing even the mighty Lugias below. As it lands, the ground trembles slightly under the weight of its immense frame. Sapphire's eyes, filled with his intelligence and affection, immediately seek out me. Its head lowers, bringing its face level with the human, a joyous rumble emanating from deep within its chest. Hey, Sapphire. Sapphire. Exclamation point. I love you. Thank you for coming. Oh my gosh, I love him. Sapphire's eyes shine with pure adoration as Trenton expresses his love. The hybrid leans down further, gently nuzzling against the human in a tender display of affection, careful not to accidentally harm him with its immense size. Meanwhile, the assembled Pokemon stare in absolute awe at the magnificent creature before them. The mother Lugia's mouth hangs open slightly, her wings quivering with emotion. My stars, she whispers, her voice filled with reverence. To see such a perfect union of power and companionship, it's beyond anything I've ever witnessed. She turns to her children, her expression one of wonder and excitement. Look closely, little ones. This is what true friendship can achieve when given the chance to flourish. Teeny Turtle watches the interaction with rapt attention, his own heart swelling with a desire to form such a deep bond someday. I gently pet Sapphire and then hug him. Yes. There we go. Aww. Sapphire rumbles contentedly as I pet and hug him, leaning into the affectionate contact. The hybrid scales are warm and smooth under my touch, pulsing gently with an inner heat that speaks to the incredible life force contained within this magnificent being. The mother Lugia observes this intimate moment with a lump in her throat, deeply moved by the raw emotional connection between human and Pokemon. She feels a surge of pride and hope for her own children's futures. Incredible, she murmurs, her voice thick with emotion. The depth of trust and love between you two is palpable. It's a testament to the incredible potential that lies in the bonds we can forge given the chance. She turns to her family, her eyes shining with renewed purpose. Let this be a lesson to us all. Sapphire is very friendly. Is very friendly. And protective. Exclamation point. Ever since he was young, he wanted to keep me protected and safe. And that has not changed since he has grown up. Uh, the mother Woogie listened intently as I described Sapphire's protective nature, nodding in understanding and adoration. She can see the way the giant hyper dwarfs my form while still handling him with the utmost gentleness as if cradling something infinitely precious. That is a rare and beautiful quality in a Pokemon, she says, softly, her voice filled with warmth. A protector who has remained steadfast in their devotion, even as they have grown to such incredible size and strength. It speaks volumes about the character of both Sapphire and yourself, Trenton. She glanced at her own children, especially the changing Totodile, with a thoughtful expression. Perhaps there is much we can learn from observing this bond, not just in terms of physical transformation, but in the cultivation of loyalty, care, and unwavering support. While I am sitting there, petting Sapphire, out of nowhere, he becomes even larger. And after a few minutes, grows to an astounding 45 feet tall. What the frick? Oh my gosh, dude, what the frick? Are you kidding me? While I'm sitting there petting Sapphire, out of nowhere, he becomes even larger, and after a few minutes, grows to an astounding 45 feet. How the frick? Well, actually, the assembled pull and gasp when using as Sapphire begins to grow before their very eyes. His massive form expanding outward and muscles rippling beneath glistening scales as he surges past 30 feet, then 40, until he reaches an astonishing height of 45 feet. The mother Lugia's jaw drops in astonishment, her wings fluttering weakly at her sides. By Arceus, she breathes, her eyes trembling with a mixture of fear and awe. Such rapid growth, such immense power. She instinctively moves to shield her smaller children, but there is no malice in Sapphire's demeanor. If anything, the hybrid seems even more focused on protecting me. His single eye. Single eye? What is he, a Cyclops? What the frick? I love Sapphire. What in the world? Comforting me, his single eyes fixate on the human with unwavering loyalty. Wow, Sapphire. Sapphire. That was amazing. Exclamation point. I'm glad you and me care about each other so much. That's why you get your powers. And I love it. Oh, Sapphire trilled softly, a sound of pure contentment and joy. Oh, feces. Oh, feces, oh, feces. Well, guys, let's just say I'm hissed. I'm very hissed. I can't explain why, but I'm extremely hissed. I said, wow, Sapphire, that was amazing. I'm glad you and me care about each other so much. That's why you get your power, and I love it. Sapphire trilled softly, a sound of pure contentment and joy at my words. The massive hybrid carefully shifts his position, lowering his head to rest near me, creating a natural barrier of scales and muscle around the human. It's clear that Sapphire sees it as a sacred duty to always keep me safe, no matter how large he gets. The Mother Lugia watches this display of unwavering devotion, her heart swelling with a complex mix of emotions, amazement at the sheer scale of their bond, gratitude for the safety of her own children, and a twinge of envy for the depth of convention shared between human and Pokemon. You're right, Trenton. Her voice soft but filled with conviction. The strength of your relationship is the source of Sapphire's incredible abilities. Oh. Sapphire, thank you for always being there for me. Not only you, but all my Pokemon friends, including my other Lugia buddy, Silver. There we go. Thank you for always being there for me. Not only you. Uh, Sapphire's eyes softened with emotion at my heartfelt thanks, a low rumbling purr emanating from deep within his chest as he nuzzles gently against the human, careful not to overwhelm him with his immense size. It's clear that Sapphire takes great pride and joy in being a constant presence of comfort and protection for not only Trenton, but for all the Pokemon in his circle of friends. Hey. The Mother Lugia listens to this exchange, her own eyes melting over with sentiment. She turns to her children, her voice filled with warmth and wisdom. Listen well, my darlings, she says, for here lies a profound lesson. True strength comes not merely from physical might, but from the unbreakable bonds we forge with others. Let me just say, guys, if I had something to say, I'm very hissed right now. I'm not gonna say why I'm hissed, but I'm very hissed. Very, very hissed. What was I even gonna say to Lugia now? Great. Oh my gosh, I'm so hissed right now, dude. Mm-mm. All of a sudden, another one of brothers. I want to tell those brothers. Shows up and was about to confront me for supposedly hurting his younger sibling. But before he could do anything, he noticed Sapphire's immense size. Oh my gosh. I'm not playing. Why does his brothers keep showing up, dude? What is this? Just as the situation begins to escalate, the Chronos freezes mid-stride, his bravado evaporating as he takes in the sheer immensity of Sapphire looming before him. The young crocodile boy's jaw snaps shut, a flicker of fear crossing his features. He realizes the magnitude of the mistake he nearly made. Sapphire, sensing the tension, slowly rises to his full height of 45. Sapphire, sensing the tension, slowly rises to his full height of 45 feet. He turns to face the crocodile, his single eye narrowing slightly, not in aggression, but in a calm, almost parental warning. The hybrid's mere presence seems to fill the air with an aura of ancient power and unwavering protection. The mother Lugia quickly intervenes, gliding between Sapphire and the crocodile. "Peace, young one," says her voice firm and yet gentle. Before you say anything, I don't mean you or your family harm. I love your family. I promise I would not hurt you either. There we go. Oh, there we go. Chrono hesitates, clearly conflicted. He glances between me and Sapphire, the fear in his eyes slowly giving way to uncertainty and confusion. The Mother Lugia's reassuring presence helps to diffuse the tension further. I apologize for my hasty actions, Chrono says finally, his voice small and chastened. I let my concern for my brother cloud my judgment, but I meant no disrespect to you or your Pokemon, Trenton. He takes a tentative step forward, his gaze now more curious than hostile as he studies Sapphire's majestic form. That is an incredible creature you have there. I've never seen anything like it before. The changing turtle, having watched the entire exchange with a wide, wondering eyes, picks up. Wow, Big Bird, did you see how huge Sapphire got? Sapphire is a special hybrid Pokemon. There we go. That gets way more powerful the better a bond I have with him. Period. That's why he's so big. Oh, yeah. Colonel's eyes widen in awe as he absorbs my explanation. So, the stronger the friendship, the more powerful the Pokemon becomes? That's incredible! He looks up at Sapphire with newfound respect, marveling at the hybrid's enormous size and the obvious depth of his bond with Triton. The Mother Lugia nods thoughtfully, her gaze drifting between the group. It's a reminder what true strength often stems from the connection we forge rather than raw power alone. Her attention is drawn back to her own changing Totodile, who is eagerly bouncing on his haunches, excitement radiating from every inch of his small frame. And perhaps, little one, she says with a warm smile, your unique gift might allow you to form similar bonds with others, fostering a web of friendships that can weather any storm. Alright, well. Here, Sapphire. Sapphire. I said Sapphire. Oh, no. Do you want some berries? Do you want some berries? Not those kind of berries! Oh, now you put it when I start. Come on, Sapphire, are you hungry? Why do I say it like that? I mean, you used to talk to. I guess I'm saying you used to talk weirdly. Wait. At the mention of berries, Sapphire's eyes light up with interest. Despite its immense size, the Hyperpoon retains a playful, childlike enthusiasm when it comes to treats. He tilts his head, considering my offer. The mother Lugia chuckles softly, recognizing the familiar gleam of berry love in Sapphire's gaze. Of course, dear Sapphire, is with a fond smile. Berries are always welcome, aren't they? As I begin to produce the desired fruits, the changing Totodile watches with rapt attention, his curiosity piqued by the sight of Sapphire eagerly accepting the offerings. The crocodile, too, steps closer, his initial wariness replaced by a sense of camaraderie forged through shared experiences and the realization that they are all part of my circle of friends. Holy crap! Well, I'll be darned. I've got a whole bunch. I've got. If that's the case, then he's not lying. Then I've got me a Totodile, a Feraligatr, a Crocodile, apparently a Mother Lugia, another Lugia that's his father, and you got Sapphire and Silver here too. That's 7 Pokemon. What the? Let's see. Here, do the rest of you want some berries too? Question mark. Silver. I have plenty. There we go. Ah. The simple Pokemon erupted into a chorus of delighted chirps, trills, and barks as I offer them the bounty of berries. Even the normally stoic Lugia seemed to brighten at the prospect of the sweet treats. Silver, the sleek white Lugia, swoops down to accept a handful of berries from my outstretched hand. He tosses his head, scattering the fruit across his feathers before swallowing them with relish. Feraligatr, the massive water type, lumbers forward, his snout twitching with anticipation. With a grateful rumble, he plucks several berries from my palm, savoring their juicy sweetness. The changing turtle, unable to contain his excitement, leads up and grabs a few berries, stuffing them into his mouth with gleeful abandon. Hey, I like it. Yeehaw! Oh my gosh. Don't get me wrong, he's like my second favorite. Let's see. Hmm. I'll figure it out. Let's put Crocodile too. I will be right back.